Okay, so the first thing you guys want to do is you're finding your molar mass, yes? Okay. So now, I tell you guys you can do it any way you want, but I think it's better if you break this up into this portion and this portion, okay? Keep the two of them separate because then you'll tend to make less mistakes when you add elements together, right? So we've got zinc, and we know that there's only one of them, and that mass is 0.38, right? And we have sulfur, which is 0.066, and then oxygen, which is 15.999, and we're going to multiply that by 4, okay? What'd y'all get there? All right, so this was going to give me 161.442, right? And this is grams per mole. And then I'm going to take my waters, and so I'm going to say I have hydrogen, and I've got 2 of those, right? And so I'm going to multiply that by 1.008. This is a molar mass, right? Oxygen, there's only one of them, and so that's going to be 15.999. So this is going to give me a total of 18.015. I'm telling you, by the end of this, you won't have to calculate water because you're going to know what water is. It's always going to be the same. So this number now, then I would multiply this by 10. If you do it like this, you'll have less problems with, just in general making mistakes on what's what, okay? So this will give you 180.15. Now, I need to add both of these masses together, and I get a total of what?
Yeah, I thought it was multiplied.
No, it's yes. It says that it's that little asterisk up there does not mean multiply.
Oh.
It just means that those
Are separate.
they're associated with that crystal.
Oh, you should just tell us. You did. Oh, no.
Oh Manny, oh Manny, oh Manny. You like that pun? Oh,
Yeah.
That's pretty good, right? All right. So first part of this problem was we found the what? Molar mass. Okay. So that's the first part. Oh, what did I just do? All right. Did y'all feel okay on that part? Since I need to be concerned about your feelings, right? Do you feel okay about this? No. I don't know what that guy said. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to say that we've got 25 grams of what? ZnSO4.10H2O. Okay, so my next step is to say that for every, what do we say our mass was? 341.457 grams, that is 1 mole, and this is of my zinc sulfate decahydrate. Oh, you're gonna love this year because you're gonna learn how to name all that stuff too. Should feel good. You feel so much more educated once you walk out of here. Maybe. Okay, next step. So, yes. I'll just change it. Maybe. Because I got the same again. Okay, so you all want me to change this to 592. Okay, we'll change it. All right, so this is 592. All right, so here we go. Next step. So now we're at moles of zinc sulfate, yes? We got to get to moles of what? Well, we got to find atoms of oxygen. We can't go from grams to atoms. So we got to go from grams to moles to moles of something else, then to atoms. So in 1 mole of our zinc sulfate decahydrate, we have how many waters? You should have 14 moles
10 plus the original 4.
of oxygen, right? Because look, I got 10 here and I got 4 here, which gives me a total of 14 oxygens, yes? So it'd be 14 moles. All right, last step. What's my last step? Avogadro's number. Super. For every 1 mole of O, we get 6.022 times 10 to the 23 atoms. That's it. Now what do we do? All right, so answer-wise, you should have gotten from all of that, we said 6.2, right? It should be 6.17, but we're going to round up because we only have 2 sig figs to start with. So 6.2 times 10 to the 23rd, and these are atoms of what? Atoms of oxygen. All right, so what you should have put into your calculator, it should have looked like this, right? You should have said 25, so it's open parentheses, right? 25 times 14 times 6.022 EXP 23, close parentheses, divided by 341.592. And that should give you that answer up there. Okay? Oscar, the amount of selfies you have, you will not make it to next week with your storage. Photo booth is fun on your time. We're out of here. You forgot. You don't know. Okay, so let's move on to 17 then. Oh, I need to get out of this part here. Let me move this. Okay. I need some more space, some writing space. Okay, so it says nuclear reaction requires 120 grams of uranium to produce some amount of energy. True? All right, so what you guys need to know is that if we look at joules, right? Joules we talked about last time. So joules equals kilograms, meters per second, meters squared over seconds squared. Those are the units, right? They equal each other. So far, so good? Okay. So that means that if I'm trying to figure out, so this asks us, if I have 120 grams of uranium, right? That's going to make some amount of energy. How much energy? So, do I want that in grams? No, I need that in kilograms, right? So we're going to say we got 120 here, grams, and I need to convert that to kilograms. So I know kilograms goes on top, and I know grams go on bottom. Why?
Because
I got to cancel the grams, yeah? Okay, so which is bigger, a kilogram or a gram? Kilograms are bigger, so that means I'm going to have more grams, yes? So how many? 1,000. That's right, you'll have a G of a G. Yes? So you'd have 1,000. So I'm going to take this number and I'm going to divide it by 1,000, right? So I should get 120 kilograms. So far, so good? Now we just substitute that into our what? Our equation. So this is my M. So I'm going to go E equals M, which is 120 kilograms. Where does C come from? Yeah, where does that number come from?
Magic.
No. You guys have that number? You have that number on your charts. So you'll have that for the test. You won't have to guess what C is,
How
okay?
did they come up with that?
What number?
It has to do with dropping a feather and something else. All right, so how do we put this in the calculator? You're going to do 120. Where? 8. That's an 8.
Times 3 EXP.
Yep, times 3. Well, let's do this. Let's do open parentheses times 3. Let's do EXP. Okay? And then 8, close parentheses, and then square that. So that's what you want to put in the calculator. So make sure that that value is squared so that we end up with...
You have to put in the parentheses.
You can try it without. I tend to overuse my parentheses so that I don't make mistakes. Because unless you have the answer, how would you know you're wrong?
Okay, let me do it that.
Right?
Right.
Okay.
Unless you
Do
have
what?
the answer.
The squared button is right next to the little caret button. It's kind of by the replay. You see the gray thing? This is replay? Okay.
It's on the hand.
Marker. It's hot. All right.
You can do without the production.
All right. So what did you guys get for an answer? Okay, so 1.08 times 10 to the 19 joules. Thank you. Or kilograms meters squared over seconds squared. Either way. So tell me this. What did you end up with? What about sig figs? How many sig figs can we have?
You can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 2.
2. I just highlighted, right? That's it. Just those two numbers count. So I need to round my answer to.
1.1.
Yep, so the answer has to be 1.1. 1.1 times 10 to the 19 joules. Easy peasy. Yay.
But they said they'll change it to shorts.
Sure, you can change into shorts.